Oh my god. Yo, yo, yo. Gee, fireworks going off in the road. That is just... There is absolutely no way this camera is going to put any justice on just how big these fireworks are. These are Chinese crackers, you can imagine. Alright, okay, I didn't realise that this street... What? As I was saying, I didn't realise this street I'm on is, I guess you could say, a working street. A certain kind of freelancing I'm not trying to get involved in. I've got to be honest with you, as exciting as this is, I am of course a little bit nervous. This is SIHANOUKVILLE. It's certainly not the safest place I've ever been. Oh shit. Oh my god. Yo, yo, yo. These dogs are absolutely terrified. I'm telling you, I can understand why. These fireworks are absolutely ginormous. Oh, bless him. Hey. You're okay? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I've been to some big firework displays. I've been to firework displays in Disney World, Florida, where they are absolutely gigantic. This noise is double at least. I'm like literally, you can see shaking. I feel so sorry for the dogs. I feel so sorry for the dogs. There's nothing I can do about it. There is absolutely nothing that I can do about it. They're strays, they're obviously out here. These fireworks are just ginormous. That is just... Excuse me. The dogs. These dogs, they're very scared. Is there, can you keep them in here for like, look, can you see? They're terrified. Can you keep them in there for a minute? I don't speak any Khmer, sorry, but these dogs, look, it's literally shaking under there. Can they maybe come in here for an hour or so? Like, that's noisy. You know what I mean? That's very, yeah. Do you want me to Khmer it? I can translate? I'll translate. Is there anything we can do for these dogs as they are very scared? Don't worry, it's okay. Thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I'm going to see if there's anyone else around here that's happy to take them in. I mean, this guy's got a shop, but he's saying no, which is, look, they're stray dogs at the end of the day, but I just see whenever a big firecracker goes boom, they run. They're very scared. They're very scared.
They are always like that.
Huh?
They're always like that.
Always like that. Okay, it's all right. No worries. Thank you anyway. Have a good sing. Happy New Year. See ya. I think it's best to just accept that nobody's going to take in these strays, of course, even just in their shop for a couple of hours while these massive crackers are popping off. And I'm telling you, when I tell you they are massive crackers, I mean they are massive. Gotta get out of here though. I'm back down the interesting street. I'll show you what I mean. Happy New Year! The SIHANOUKVILLE equivalent of Khao San Road has been conquered. Getting out of there. This is just nuts. I've never ever heard of so many fireworks cracking off all at once. It's safe to say that SIHANOUKVILLE is an interesting place. What I'm told is that the Chinese heavily invested in SIHANOUKVILLE until COVID. And when COVID came along, that was that. Now, before I crashed my drone earlier today, I actually took some shots of some, desolate buildings, some buildings that have been started and not complete. I'll put a couple on the screen for you now. You can see what I mean. I don't really understand the politics of it. I probably could have done a bit more research first. That has just gone through me like a bad curry. That is just ridiculous. So I was saying, I don't know too much regarding the politics side of SIHANOUKVILLE and why it's controversial. Why is it referred to as a gangster's paradise? I'm not really too sure. All I know it's 50% Cambodian government run, 50% Chinese run. Because of the investment, it's a 50-50 split. And of course, a lot of the Chinese population, they come out here to SIHANOUKVILLE to gamble, to of course participate in interesting activities. But look, that's not what today's video is all about. We're out here finding fireworks. I mean, we're not having to look very far. They are absolutely everywhere. And I guess just giving you a bit of a feel for what it's like to be out here during the Chinese New Year. This is what it's like in a state that's 50% owned by China. Imagine what it's like celebrating the New Year in China. Now that must be crazy. No, I'm really not too sure what this building is, but one thing for sure, it is definitely abandoned, just like, well, the majority of other buildings that are out here in SIHANOUKVILLE that are clearly of, some kind of Chinese influence. Cambodia so far has been fantastic. I got here just under 3 weeks ago, started in Kep, went from Kep to Kampot, Kampot to SIHANOUKVILLE, SIHANOUKVILLE to Koh Rong, where I've spent the last week, and now here we are back in SIHANOUKVILLE. And to be quite honest with you, other than my hostel, there's not a lot here. And that's a running theme all across SIHANOUKVILLE. Of course, I've spent enough time here now to know, like, you look in pretty much every direction in this city, there's a derelict, half-finished, abandoned building. It's just the way it is. Now, I'm going to be careful this evening because SIHANOUKVILLE is, I think it's ranked the 3rd most dangerous place in all of Cambodia, behind Phnom Penh, of course, and then, of course, behind Siem Reap as well. I guess the more popular areas, that's where the most crime happens. That's just statistical, but SIHANOUKVILLE is absolutely not a touristy spot. Not in the slightest a touristy spot. Actually, fireworks going off in the road. That is just... I wish I was filming that. That would... I've just done a bit of research and it says here, when I've asked is SIHANOUKVILLE safe at night, it's saying travellers should exercise extreme caution when visiting SIHANOUKVILLE and remain vigilant at all times. It's advisable to stay in well-lit areas, like I am, especially during the night, and be cautious of strangers offering unsolicited assistance or engaging in suspicious activities. So I think for now this is as risk a business as it's going to get. I'm just going to have a walk around, I'm going to try and find some fireworks and, well, of course, stay in some extremely well lit areas. But that's scary. I don't think anywhere I've been while I've been travelling Asia over the last 4 months, I don't think anywhere's had an extreme caution warning. I absolutely love the Cambodia flag. And I guess a bit of a fun fact for you, the Cambodia flag is actually the only flag in the world that contains a building. That right there, that white building that you can see in the middle of that flag, that is Angkor Wat. Of course, everyone knows Angkor Wat, the largest religious building, 100% the most famous part of Cambodia. It has to be Angkor Wat in Siem Reap, and that's where I'm going to be heading next week. So I guess if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss out the remainder of my Cambodia vlogs. Then I'm going to be heading on to Thailand, and then from Thailand to back to Malaysia, from Malaysia to Australia, Australia to New Zealand, back to Indonesia. Well, I say back to it, I've actually not yet been to Indonesia. But going to Indonesia, then back to the Philippines. I have been to the Philippines, of course. Those are the vlogs that are currently uploading to my channel from a few months ago. We got some exciting stuff coming up, and I guess, you know, this kind of video where I guess it's more of just a walk and talk, I guess it's the right time to be advertising this kind of stuff. If you're new around here, you might as well subscribe. It's not often that I put myself in these, I guess, riskier situations, although I, you know, being honest, feel relatively safe right now. I'm not, you know, being approached, I'm not being watched for all I can tell, but as you can see, I'm definitely in a darker area than I was. However, I am heading towards this big building here, as you can see. It's absolutely covered in lights, and hopefully we'll see some big fireworks along the way. I've done some more research on SIHANOUKVILLE. It is known for violence in the form of sexual and physical violence. It is also known for killing and robbery as well. So, yeah, especially while I'm walking down these dark roads, I'm going to be keeping an eye out. We've got to stay safe around here. It's interesting, now I'm away from all the light, I haven't actually seen any fireworks. I haven't heard any in the distance either. Of course, Southeast Asia, it's known for, you know, people going to sleep earlier than they would in the West. I mean, 8 p.m, 9 p.m. is the time that most people head to bed in Southeast Asia, it seems, because they get up early to go and exercise down the beach. They're very active people. I do, however, hope we haven't missed the last of the fireworks, because as you saw, they were... Bro, I'm sorry, I'm telling you right now, I have never heard bang that loud, and that was far away in the distance. I gotta be honest, I've never been one for loud bangs. I used to wear ear defenders or ear protection to firework displays when I was a kid, so you can imagine, while I'm just out here at the moment on my own, remaining vigilant, remaining cautious, when I hear a big bang like that I've never heard anything like before, it takes my head off. Not literally, but yet again, more and more half-finished, well, not even half-finished, they've just, I guess, put the structure up for whatever that building was initially going to be. The Chinese have pulled the funding, and that's just there. An eyesore, really. We got street food in every direction as well, which is just something I absolutely love. Hello! I just absolutely love about Southeast Asia. Gotta be honest, this is a very nice looking hotel with lots of Chinese influence, as you can see. But I'm assuming that's what that is anyway. I can't say I speak Chinese, but oh, I'm so sorry. I'd love to go and stroke them and make them feel a bit better, but you can imagine if there's ever a night I'm going to get bitten, it's going to be tonight. I've already lost a drone today. I don't need to lose an arm as well. Hey, come here. Hello. That's my phone. He's on my phone. No. No biting. He's... You're so sweet. Yeah, so no biting the camera either. It's expensive. Oh, and definitely not that either. What's going on? Hey, what's going on here? Stop it! Stop it! Yes, it's you. That is so sweet. Oh, bless him. What on earth is going on over here? For God's sake. Oi, I've already lost a drone today. I don't need to drop my camera as well. Thank you very much. We'll see you again. Bless him. The cutest little dog I've seen out here so far in Cambodia. And he didn't seem too fazed by all the flashes and bangs. 1 derelict building, 2 derelict building, 3 derelict building, 4. In such a short space frame, that's 4 half-finished derelict buildings. In actual fact, 5 derelict buildings. I'm not even sure what that would be. I mean, it's flats, it's an office block, oh, and another building straight behind it. All right, we're in another, let's just say, darker area. I'm gonna keep my voice down. Haven't necessarily seen anything too extravagant. I mean, the dogs, obviously, that was a shame to see them in such a state, but of course it's you know, very noisy around here. It's no wonder they're not a fan of it. Something I did want to highlight is just how happy the locals are out here in Cambodia. Something I've really noticed while being out here, and something I noticed across Vietnam and Malaysia and the Philippines and everywhere else that I've been so far in Southeast Asia. Everyone just seems so happy, and I'm not sure if you saw in the back of the video while I was playing with the little puppy who knocked my camera flying. There was just a little boy just dressed up with cereal boxes. I don't know about you, but while I was growing up, when I was that age, I was playing on the, you know, the Nintendo DS, the Nintendo Wii Fit and Wii Sports Resort. Was I happy? Yes. Was I stressed? No. Would I have been happy if my parents handed me 5 cereal boxes to play with? Probably not. This is just what I absolutely love. Oh, another derelict building, by the way. But this is what I love about Southeast Asia, that, you know, being appreciative of even the little that you have from such a young age is just common practice out here. They are such a happy and grateful population, and it's something that I really strive to learn from and take home with me when I go home in 100 days. And that's right, I'm going home back to the UK in 100 days, and you can best believe I'm going to be making the absolute most of my time. Why am I going home? Why would I not just stay out here and live the dream, live the backpacker's dream, as I have done now for the last 5 months? I'm actually heading back to summer camp in Pennsylvania. Of course, that's where I spent my summer last year, and that's where I'm going to be heading back to in the summer this year. And I guess the reason why that is relevant to what I've just shown you with the young lad playing with the cereal boxes is a tuition to my summer camp is, I think, $17,000 for a term. Now look, it's not controversial saying that. It is common knowledge, especially in the US, that these summer camp tuitions are extremely expensive, and extremely expensive for good reason. Hello, Happy New Year. Huh? Can I try? If you're happy for me to. Thank you very much. Why are you laughing? What meat? Walk. Do you know? Do you want to type in the meat? It's not chicken. Is it pork? If you don't know, it's okay. Don't worry, it's okay. Thank you anyway. It's very kind of you to let me try. I appreciate. Well, I'm not too sure what that was. It didn't taste of chicken, and it certainly didn't taste of pork either, and he didn't know what it was, although one of them was laughing at me. I've met a lot of people that don't want to eat meat in Asia, and I get it. They've effectively turned vegetarian while they're out here, and as I mentioned, I get it. It is, of course, a little bit, you know, up in the air about where these meats are coming from, what exactly they are. I heard a horror story a few weeks ago while I was back in Vietnam, and someone had mentioned that they'd just eaten a meat that they were told initially was chicken, and later on they found out that it was dog. I don't really fancy eating dog. Very, very kind of them to offer me. Of course, I'm grateful for it, but I'd like to know what that was. Anyhow, that aside, of course, we were discussing summer camp. It's going to be interesting going from one end of the spectrum being Asia, where they have so little and appreciate the little things, to America, where, you know, 7 weeks in a summer camp is setting families back $17,000 per child. Now, I appreciate we eat good food, we go on some awesome activities, Dorney Park being one of them, and all the other activities. It's an absolute blast of an experience, not only for me as the, you know, one of the staff, but the kids. It must be an absolute dream to attend these camps. And of course, seeing that end of the spectrum to then coming out here to Asia and seeing kids having such a fun time with 5 cereal boxes. It is really, really heartwarming, and honestly, this is what I mean when I say I want to take this mindset and take these values back with me to the UK, because seeing the total other end of the spectrum has really woken me up and opened my eyes to just how good we have it in the West. Even if at times we don't feel like we do, we do. It's not about making you feel bad. I guess we've all been there, we've all done that. But seeing these people as happy as they are is so inspiring, and I love it. As you can see here, we've got a massive Chinese hotel that has been finished and is still open. I know that's a rare sight that we haven't seen much of so far during this video. The majority of these big scrapers, these big buildings you can see, and towers are derelict. They are unfinished. They are, well, no more investment is being pumped into them. But this hotel is very, very nice. I couldn't read that for the life of me. And there's of course this nice big hotel in front of us as well, which has lots of fancy lights. It actually looks a little bit like a smaller version of the Cosmo in Las Vegas, of course, where I headed last year. Had a great time in Vegas. If you haven't checked that video out, I did 24 hours in Las Vegas and had a great time. You're very welcome to go and see that video if you haven't already. But look, I think, if I'm honest, I think I may have been right about, the Asian, culture is to go to bed quite early. It's just gone 10 o'clock and already no one's out here. I'm on my own, and well, by the looks of it, now we can see all of SIHANOUKVILLE. The fireworks have stopped. We'll go and see some friends this evening. They've invited me for dinner. I probably should have eaten by now, but I haven't. Look at that big cloud of smoke. What have we just witnessed? What? We've got the thumbnail as well, $200 bills. Amazing. That's the other thing as well. Cambodia uses dollar. If you didn't know that, the US dollar is in circulation in Cambodia. I think it's great. The only thing that's a bit awkward is that the US dollar, you pay with it and then you get the real back. And then I get the while all these cars just drive by like nothing's happening. I think we finally have some videos that justifies whatever I call this video, because this is crazy and I've never experienced anything quite like this before. Literally a full-on firework display across the road and the other cars are acting like nothing's happening. Happy New Year! I can't say I've ever been to a firework display of that level before. That was very, very interesting. Not sure much else is going to be happening now for the rest of the evening. I mean, just looking around, it doesn't look like many fireworks are crashing anymore, and that display just ended in a round of applause. But what an evening, what a time, what an experience coming out here to, let's be honest and let's face it, one of the most dangerous places in not only Cambodia but Southeast Asia. This place has been branded a Chinese gangster's paradise. Now look, if I'm honest, I'm not too sure why it's been given that name. I haven't seen anything too out of the ordinary apart from all of these desolate, isolated, abandoned buildings. But apart from that, I've not seen too much that would suggest a name like that is warranted. That's the beauty of coming out here and travelling and seeing all these places with your own eyes. You can really decipher the places that deserve to be popular, but also understand that the places that aren't so popular and are given a bad name aren't actually too bad. Have I felt safe this evening? Yes, I'd say so. I mean, I've spoken to a lot of locals, I've stayed in fairly well-lit areas, I've felt pretty safe. I can understand why though you probably wouldn't want to walk around here too much later, and not in the lesser, like you wouldn't go down there, would you? Let's be honest, you couldn't pay me to go down there. Tonight I'm going to hang out with my friends, of course, have a look around and see what we can see, of course staying as safe as possible. But look, I've been Matt, you guys have been so kind for watching. Let me know if you've enjoyed this more relaxed, chatty, conversational kind of video. Of course, I'm usually making videos with my drone and with my GoPro and, you know, doing, you know, as much B-roll and editing as I can, but I've kind of enjoyed just relaxing and chatting to you all about where I am and where I'm traveling to and what my plan is, and, you know, different bits and pieces that you'd probably want to know about this lovely country, being Cambodia. I've had a fantastic time in so far, and I have no plans of not making the most of my remaining couple of weeks in the country. So let me know, have you enjoyed this slightly longer, more conversational video? I'd be very interested to find out if that's something you'd like to see more of. Of course, not too often. I don't want all of my videos to be too long, but this one here, it's a little bit of a trial. Let me know if you've enjoyed it, and I guess, yeah, we'll look at doing some more of it in the future. Anyway, I've been Matt, you guys have been so kind for watching once again. I really appreciate you all as ever, and I will, well, first of all, get myself home safely so I can see you in my next video. See ya.